Hey, what's up, Thanagarians? I am back with a new episode of Wednesday Comics, or New Wednesday Comics, or whatever the hell I call it. It's comic book reviews. And I know I haven't been doing this much lately. I've been busy, and sometimes poor, and then both, and then just busy. So, it's a lot of work. But hey, let's do some comic book talking. So, this week I picked up Steven Universe 23. The Life of Captain Marvel, number 5. Spider-Man, number 12. Amazing Spider-Man, number 12. And Justice League, number 14. So, let's get on over to a couple things here. Let's start with, let's see, let me just be very brief about Steven Universe, number 23 by Grace Kraft and, let's see, Rear Embargo. It's a really adorable story about Garnet's cat, Cat Steven. And it's what you would think. It's just a little bit of adorable story. The art's really gorgeous. Grace Kraft, I think, is an awesome writer who really understands these characters. And it's kind of a nice, cute one and done. Pretty much what the whole series has been so far. I have really liked this edition of this series. I just wish they would have some kind of story arcs going on in this series. I know they're not allowed to touch what's going on in the TV show, but it makes some of their issues a little bit more kind of just serviceable and, somewhat forgettable. Although adorable. I don't know. I'm just so cross on these things. But this is a nice, solid 5 RAM chips. It's adorable and, worth a read. So go pick it up if you're a Steven Universe fan. Now, let's go over to Amazing Spider-Man. And let's see, this week they are doing tribute covers to Stan Lee, which are really nice and touching. And, okay, what's going on with Amazing Spider-Man is J. Jonah Jameson, of course, has recently, I believe it's the Chip Zdarsky run, learned that Spider-Man was Peter Parker, and through a long series of conversations kind of had made peace with each other, and now Jameson is like his biggest fan and telling people, hey, shut up if you don't like Spider-Man, you jerks. And it's been like completely the same guy now in favor of Spider-Man. Wilson Fisk, who is now the mayor, has been doing this thing where he's trying to make Spider-Man look bad by association with him. So he was doing this thing where he was going to honor Jameson and said, hey, we want Spider-Man to give you the honor. Of course, that brings them together, and they end up in a trap. And they go through, from the X-Men villain, Arcade, he puts them through this kind of like holodeck situation as we're kind of like going through J. Jonah's life and times with his marriages, his career, his son, all while Jameson and Spider-Man are going back and forth about it. Oh, man. One of the things I like so much about Spider-Man is this weird, relationship that he and, Spider-Man and Jonah have had over the years, where it's, they're like adversaries and friends and co-workers, and he's like a pain in the ass, and then he's like someone who can help them. They help each other. I don't know. It's just so weird and wonderful. Oh, and the dialogue, of course, this is by, of course, Nick Spencer. And I believe, Ryan Utley is back on the book. It's absolutely gorgeous work by him. Really dig this one. I'm going to give this 5 out of 5 RAM chips. It's the middle part of a story arc. It continues on. I won't give away the secret super villain at the end, but definitely worth your time. And this is the final issue of The Life of Captain Marvel, sort of a origin story, and it's kind of like tweaking the origin of Captain Marvel at the same time. It's really good for new readers, and I think it works for older readers too, because it adds a layer to her life. And it is from Margaret Stoll, and Carlos Percho is doing the art, and it's absolutely gorgeous work. Of course, last we left the story, we realized that Carol's mom was a runaway Kree warrior with a whole bunch of superpowers. Therefore, it adds this layer of the megaton bomb didn't really so much give her all her powers, but they kind of unlocked them and ignited them, which is kind of what I thought. We get a nice kind of like flashbacks to Carol. Meanwhile, they're fighting the Kree warriors sent to kill her mom. Without giving things away, there are some things that I kind of felt would happen, did happen, and there's some really sad moments in this one I thought was touching, even though I kind of did see them coming. More or less, I really loved this miniseries. Like I said in the past, I've been kind of hit and miss on Margaret Stahl's work on Captain Marvel, but this is a huge hit. Love this one a lot. And of course, it sets up the new series that's going to start next month. And I forgot who's writing that. It's not going to be her. She's kind of... Oh, it's Kelly Thompson who's going to be taking over the book. Can't wait for that. She's really good. And... all excited. So yeah, I'm all in. If you want to go back and pick up the back issues, do so, or the trades I think is probably coming out next week. Marvel's been really quick with these trades. I definitely recommend picking this up, especially before we get going with the new series. And last but not least, Justice League 14. Now I skipped over the Aquaman Throne of Atlantis story arc because I wasn't really reading Aquaman and did not feel like getting into anything like that. I also kind of did the same thing with Wonder Woman. She did a crossover with Justice League Dark, and I am not reading Justice League Dark. I'm reading Justice League Milk Chocolate. So I decided to skip that, and what we got here is Scott Snyder, and let's see, who's the artist on this book again? I really love his work. James Tynion, the Fourth. Ooh, you know he's good. And let's see, it starts out. We got this ongoing storyline where, Luthor is kind of playing a cosmic chess game with the Justice League for all this, like, cosmic multiverse crap. And Starman, like the 80s Starman has shown up, and he's kind of comatose. Batman literally puts one of the Starrofish on his face while he's in a coma to see if he can, like, kind of figure out, the secrets. Batman's a little more... he's a little bit more elaborate of a fellow. Like, he's not just going to write penises on your face while you're asleep. He's going to put the starfish on your face. Superman rips it off because, frankly, that's super dangerous. Almost gets both of them killed. For looking for more clues, three of the other Justice League members go to Thanagar Prime. And it's like the Jon Stewart, Kendra, Hawkgirl, and Martian Manhunter. They come seeking the Martian, I forgot her name, Solomon. And she apparently, according to Shahira, who is the new Empress of Thanagar Prime, lets them know that unfortunately she's died, but you're welcome to stay for a while. And, we get some really nice shots. I love this artist. I've never seen this artist before Justice League. And absolutely love his work. Yeah, there's a nice energy to it. All the designs are gorgeous. And, of course, Kendra and Shiara, because of so many reboots and all this kind of stuff, kind of should be the same person. And I like that that's addressed kind of within this issue. Like, that's kind of bothering Kendra. Like, yeah, I think we're technically the same person, but we're not, and we're still kind of standing here. I think it creates a mental link, which leads them to a big secret and opens up a whole can of whoop-ass worms when Shahira sicks the Savage Hawkman on them. Savage Hawkman, I think, was the Rob Liefeld take. So we'll see where that goes. This is a great... I don't think I gave any random chips here. Let's see. Justice League, I'm going to give this... I'm going to give this 5 out of 5. I enjoyed this quite a bit. As well as... Actually, it's a really good week. I think I'm going to give 5 out of 5 everything here. Nothing bored me. Everything was really good. A lot of this stuff kept the stories going. So, yeah. I think that's it. I really enjoyed the 4 books I picked up. What did you pick up this week? Maybe you got something really good. Did you like these issues? Life of Captain Marvel, I think, is probably the standout for me. This is the thing that I'm probably going to remember most out of this grouping. You can let me know if you read this one, and what are you anticipating for the upcoming Captain Marvel series. I can't wait to see that. It's 1 month ahead, or 2 months ahead of the film, so Marvel's right on that. So yeah, hey, you can follow me at my various places online. Real Manos on Twitter, Facebook. Red Knight is coming out soon, sometime after the new year. So get right on following me on Facebook, and not to mention you can support this channel and my various non-MST3K videos. They do exist on Patreon. So I think that's it, and we're gonna get going. So push the button and say.
Really, no mice.